escape the dungeon.
Ho, ho, ho! Hello, everybody! This is Escape the Dungeon, the podcast where we ask you to join us as we explore the world beyond the world's oldest role-playing game. My name is Santa Claus, and I am your master of Christmas, and I am joined by 4 naughty players. Zach Brass.
Hello.
Dom Brass.
Hey, I'm gonna play Bobby the werewolf.
Nate Brass.
That's me. I play Chris the Wizard.
And Tyler Knittle.
I play Dale. Bah humbug.
Each season we will be playing a different tabletop role-playing game. This season we are playing Urban Shadows 2nd Edition, a powered by the Apocalypse game published by Magpie Games. Ho 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 ho!
I hate you so much right now.
Merry Christmas, guys.
Merry Christmas, guys. Happy holidays to the folks at home.
Happy holidays to all. I needed to do that. I needed a little holiday cheer to start this episode because, to be honest, I'm not in a great mood as we start recording. Yeah, just things haven't quite gone right for me today. I forgot to remove mushrooms from my sweet green order for my dinner.
Oh, and you don't like mushrooms, huh?
I'm really worried that a video game I don't want to be bad is gonna be bad.
Oh, yeah, I heard about some of that nonsense.
People are saying it's bad?
What game?
Look, I don't want to talk about it right now. By the time we record our next episode, the game will be out, and I will have forced myself to play it whether I like it or not. So, maybe we'll get into detail about it next time. But right now, because of all these negative feelings I'm having, I want to focus on cheer. I want to focus on joy.
Plus all the seasonal depression.
And I know that last episode, we talked a little bit about Christmas meals, holiday meals. You guys were wrong about ham.
I was right. I was with you.
You're what?
It's a side meat.
No, you're wrong.
We're not
I forgot how that
relitigating
conversation went. I haven't edited that one yet.
We didn't really talk about presents. You guys like getting presents for your holidays, birthdays, whatever. You enjoy getting and giving presents?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, that's fun.
No, I hate it.
Yeah, I'm with Dom.
I'm curious specifically for, Zach, Nate, and Dom, since you're all on this call. And Tyler, I know you have brothers as well, so, feel free to provide your own opinions. But do you guys get each other Christmas and birthday presents still? Or have you, aged out of that?
Normally, I'll say this. If any of us are too broke around Christmas, definitely high on the list for getting struck off for Christmas gifts. Okay, I know that you're not going to judge me too badly for this.
For sure. I still feel really bad. I'm terrible with gifts.
But no, I mean, normally, and I'm pretty good at, most of the time, getting good gifts, I think, so.
Yeah, if you think about it early enough, sometimes you just you draw a blank and then it ruins Christmas for me. If I draw a blank on people's gifts, it's oh fuck.
Yeah, those are always rough. I got 5 nieces and nephews.
And how what's the age range on your nieces and nephews, Tyler?
I think my nieces turn 20 in January.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
It's
well,
crazy.
My brothers are 18 and 14 years older than me, so
We were in middle school when Tyler came up to me and was like, I'm an uncle.
Yeah, I was an uncle at 12. And my youngest niece, I think, is 12, maybe 13.
And do you still get presents for like all of them, including the like 20-year-old?
Absolutely.
That's so generous of you.
Well, I love them.
I feel like I didn't get birthday or Christmas presents from anyone in my like extended family after the age of like 11.
Man, yeah.
Well, I see them pretty frequently. Like,
Yeah, I think it depends on how often.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I've sent any presents to England since I got here.
like I live 10 minutes away from my oldest brother, and my parents just moved 2 minutes away from my other brother. So, like, there's a good amount of proximity to seeing everyone if I want to. So I'll probably even just see my other brother a couple days from now. Actually, Zach and I were just at my oldest brother's house watching Alien and Aliens because we hadn't seen it yet. And it was great.
Yeah, so good. Especially Alien.
But which one was better?
The first one.
Yes!
Like, the second one's awesome, but the first one's just is good.
It is awesome.
Do you guys, like, when you're thinking back to your childhoods, is there like a single holiday or birthday present that like sticks out to you as like the signature present you got?
First guitar.
Well, that's a good one. That's way better than what I was going to say.
Ooh, that is a good one.
That's way more meaningful than what I was going to say, which was the PlayStation 2.
I mean, PlayStation 2 is pretty fucking rad. Don't get me wrong. I was pretty stoked when I got one. That would definitely be in my top 5.
I have an awful answer. I was begging my parents for like 2-3 years to find this one Nexu toy. It's a Star Wars alien. And I just wanted it. It was the dopest alien to me. I don't know why. It wasn't even that great a present. I'm really glad they got it for me. I was blown away. It was a huge moment. Don't get me wrong. But going back on it, it's like it's a stupid little plastic toy.
What was it called again?
The Nexu?
It's from the Clone Wars.
Yeah, in the Clone Wars, it's the tiger guy in the arena.
The thing that fights Padme.
Oh, that thing. Okay, I see. Yeah, all right. Solid choice.
Like, honestly, ever since Dom was like a little kid, his big like Christmas presents were often like obscure alien from Star Wars. 5th birthday, he got the dewback, I think it's called.
I mean, I know what a dewback is.
Yeah, well, so that was what he wanted when he was 5. That was like the only thing he asked for. It was a dewback, which, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know they made toys of that for sure then. Like, it was in like half a scene of the movie.
Zach, it's Star Wars. They make toys of literally every.
You're right.
pixel
It's
of those
impressive.
movies.
It's
You're so
impressive.
right. And this wasn't like the crappy toy that came out in the 70s. This was the real deal. They probably made this thing in the 90s or, you know, originally produced it. It was a solid dewback.
Dom, you want to hear something cool?
What?
Our middle brother had like a whole wall that was all like in package Star Wars figures from the re-release.
Is that the end of it?
That's the end
what
of
was
it.
supposed to be really cool?
Hey,
there
I thought it
more
was
coming?
cool. But as a kid, I just wanted to rip them open and play with them.
Seriously.
Agreed. As a kid, I would have been disgusted. I would have been like, what the fuck are you wasting those toys for? What a douche.
Yeah, seriously.
Nate, do you have a Christmas present that like really stands out to you?
My PSP, probably, because I've like that was like the like before I had a smartphone, like my first like personal computer device.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was the youngest sibling. I got really into handhelds because I didn't get allowed to have the TV.
Yeah, there was obviously a hierarchy. It rarely got all the way down to him.
Well, you know what my favorite Christmas present I ever got as a little boy was? It was Urban Shadows, second edition. Previously on Urban Shadows, Ezra and Chris went to the hospital to visit a sand dealer named Donnie Truesdale. For some reason, Azrael wants Donnie to keep his mouth shut after he was attacked by Bobby, but Ezra was forced to run away before he could be sure Donnie would stay quiet. Meanwhile, at the Luxor Casino, Bobby and Dale continued to investigate a magical slot machine and the down-on-her-luck oracle with an interest in it, Matilda. Matilda explained that she can use the slot machine for divinatory purposes, and that she used it to show a vision to Moose Calhoun of the end times. And all signs seemed to point to Chris's ward Celeste being at the middle of the coming apocalypse. So last week, we opened up our gameplay with a little flashback. What did you guys think about that?
It was fun. It was neat.
You guys want to do it again?
Oh, yeah, obviously.
Oh no, whose flashback is it this time?
This isn't going to be like an every episode kind of thing, but I just felt like it's the right move to do it at least one more time here.
Mike, I thought you didn't like anime.
What the fuck does this have to do with anime?
So much, dude.
So much. There's so many flashbacks in anime. Are you kidding me?
That is not like a unique property.
Actually, if you look it up, flashbacks were invented in anime, and every use of them
Fuck
since.
you. Shut up.
Okay. We're done.
I want to open up on Chris. Chris, we see you sleeping, sitting up, and it is clearly a restless sleep. You're a little agitated, you're sort of turning as you sit, having some sort of bad dream. And then you are woken up. You are woken up by a friendly-looking flight attendant. It's all right, dear. We'll be landing in Las Vegas soon.
Thank you. just like straightens out their jacket and tries to look nice.
And we see the plane land, and Chris step off the plane and take your carry-on out into the airport. And Chris, I think in these moments, your first moments in your new home city, you're sort of taking it all in. You're seeing the slot machines in the airport that travelers are frantically gambling at as they either wait for their flight or wait to leave to go to their hotel. And it's your first sign that you are in a totally different place than Dallas. And you head out. This was a red-eye flight, so it is pretty late. But there's still this sort of frantic energy all around, and I'm sure that I would imagine that Chris has some degree of nervousness moving to a new city.
Yeah, a little bit of nerves, a little bit of excitement, trying to tell yourself that it's just excitement, not nerves.
Yeah. And Chris exits the airport, and you've got a text on your phone from a number that you don't recognize that just says a ride will be waiting for you to take you home. And you head out to the passenger pickup area. And you're looking around and you see parked and waiting is a full-on limousine. Standing outside the limousine, you see a very posh-looking older black man with a sign with your name on it. And, we, the audience, know that this is Nigel, but you have not met him yet.
Well, hello there. You seem to be my driver this evening?
No. Driver, heavens, no. And he offers you his hand. You must be Christina Lopez.
Guilty as charged.
I am Nigel.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Nigel. What brings you all the way out here?
I was keen on getting my eyes on the newest recruit to my council. My colleagues from Dallas had much to say about you.
I'm sure they did.
Tell me, Christina, and I promise this will go a long way for you, seeing as how your membership to my council is currently on a trial basis. Please answer me honestly. How much of a headache are you going to be for me?
Depends on how much you require me to listen and how much you require me to do.
An answer that I think might belie more than you intend. And he gives you sort of a knowing smile. He says, there is much that I do need to discuss with you. You see, I asked my colleagues not to mention it before your departure here to beautiful Las Vegas, but your trial membership is dependent on a particular duty that I'm going to be tasking you with. One that, frankly, I am a little concerned about giving to you. But for a plethora of reasons, it does fall upon you. And I need you to do this with the utmost care and precaution and dedication.
Quite a big ask for my first day.
I am well aware. I would not be asking this of you if I had not foreseen, if I had not a great feeling that this would be required of you, and you specifically.
Well, what'd you see in this crystal ball that caused you to need me so badly?
He looks around and says, this is not the place to go into the details, but we will discuss this. And then his phone starts to ring. And he looks at it and he says, I simply must take this. And he opens the back of the limousine for you, and offers you a chance to enter while he answers the call.
I slip inside and look around this limousine to see what's up.
And you see that in the back of the limousine is another person. And as you get all the way inside, Nigel closes the door behind you. He steps away, answers his phone. But this other person in the back of the car is Celeste, who, again, you obviously have not met at this point. They're wearing sort of these like flowy pajama-like, silk clothes and sort of a cute pixie cut. Just gives you a friendly smile and says, "Oh, hello, you must be Christina."
Hi. Yeah, you must be another one of the wizards here?
I'm Celeste.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Celeste. You're a friend of Nigel's, then?
I don't know. Friend is a weird word. I guess he's like an uncle is the closest thing.
Cool. He's
always looked after me.
Well, I'm new here. I'm Christina. You knew that. So do you know where we're going, or?
Oh, yeah. Nigel said that he has a place set up for you. And I guess we're going to drop you off, but Christina, can I ask you maybe kind of a silly question?
Of course, I love silly questions.
And she blushes a little as you say that. I've never flown on an airplane before. What was it like?
Well, not the best place to sleep, but definitely not the worst. It's like being on a bus, but smellier.
Oh, I've never been on a bus either.
What? You've never been on a bus?
I don't get out much.
Well, we'll have to change that now that I'm here.
She smiles brightly. And yeah, you just get this sense of like innocence and sweetness from this person. And you have this conversation until Nigel opens the door, clearly finished with his phone call. And he gives you a stern look, sort of looking back and forth between the two of you back in the car, before he slides in and he sits in between the two of you, and he like raps on the closed like driver panel that separates the front from the back of the limo, and the driver pulls out away from the airport, and you go to what is now your and Celeste's home. And we cut back now to the present, long after you have been tasked with guiding and protecting Celeste, long after you and Celeste have begun this relationship of yours. And to you, Celeste, Bobby, Dale, and Ezra, in the sanctum, Celeste looking at this red mark in the shape of a handprint around her wrist. And she has just asked you, am I going to cause the end of the world?
Not if we have anything to say about it. I'm already talking to people. We're gonna get that red mark fixed. And there's no way these sons of earthly filth are gonna cause the apocalypse. I promise.
Just, I don't understand. What do they want with me? What is happening to me? Where that man touched me, and now Am I changing? Am I becoming something else?
No, it's just devils being devils. You're the same wonderful Celeste you've always been. And there's nothing they can do to stop that. You're not going to cause the apocalypse, I promise.
She sort of meekly nods, but is clearly very distressed about all of this.
So I guess we are stopping the apocalypse now. How did that happen, huh?
Dale, do you have any contacts that could keep an eye on fucking Moose for a few days?
Actually, does anyone have any contacts? This chick Matilda, she needs the, I guess she gets her power from that fucking slot machine.
Huh.
That, was taken out.
That's a neat way to get power.
Yeah, well, it is what it is. Well, like, you guys know anyone who wants to go on a wild goose chase for a magic slot machine and then hopefully not lose it? That's the other thing. If you misuse it like Chris did, it runs away.
I didn't misuse it. I looked at it and it fucking blasted me with bullshit.
Did you look at it or did you do some fiddly magic?
I did a little bit of fiddly magic, but like not that much.
What have I told you about fiddly magic?
You gotta be like a trained oracle on this shit.
All right? Look,
That's all I'm saying.
I'll find the slot machine and I'll prove to you that I'm better than any dusty old oracle that you can find. All right? Just give me some time.
In the meantime, I actually got this set up with the dealer, Fady, with the sand. So if you guys, we went to the casino, we did a little investigation. I think I'm going to go take care of this. Could use some backup, probably. It might be kind of rough. Look at Ezra.
Oh, you wanna do a job with me, huh? Oh, yep. I just kind of look around, make sure he's not like pointing or looking through me at somebody. Yeah, totally. I got a big sword, so, and I'm not talking about the one in my pants.
Oh my god.
Gross.
Thank you for that, Ezra.
If you can't get drunk, does that also mean you can't get an erection?
I don't know.
We'll have to wait for Zach to have an intimacy scene to figure that out.
Well, that's perfect because I have to deal with this asshole fucking Josh King, I think is his name.
Yeah, Josh. He really hates it when you call him John by accident.
John, I'll keep that in mind. Ezra, do you think you could get me some of his regular hangouts?
Oh, totally. Oh, God. This douche hangs out at all of the really glam, like, crazy, expensive clubs. Like, he is absolutely throwing his money away showing off for people. I mean, he's got a lot of money that's working for a demon does, but...
Dale, you want to get glam for a night?
It's been a while since I've been smart, but sure, why not? Might have a few questions for this Josh fella myself.
Chris, I want to go with you when you go after him.
We're not trying to take him out. I mean...
No, I know. I don't mean like that. It's just he did this to me, and I want to know why and how and what's happening to me.
I want to lean into Chris and say, it might be a good idea if we keep an eye on her.
All right, you can come, but you have to do what I say. You have to listen. If I say drop, you drop. If I say stop, you stop. All right?
Bop it.
She tenses a little, but then says, okay, fine. Thank you. Nigel would have just said no. So, thank you.
We have to trust each other, but this is a dangerous situation.
Yeah, so when she says, run away, leave me for dead, what are you going to do?
It's not funny, Ezra.
Well, you know, it's a serious situation.
Would you shut your goddamn mouth? Listen, we'll keep you safe, all right? You have my word on that. And Chris, you have my word on that too.
Am I here in this scene? It's me, Leon.
I can't remember.
Get out of my house, Leon.
Okay.
Can't you take a hint?
Well, I guess if you guys need us, you can let us know, but maybe don't need us. I think my boss is still mad about the last time I broke Josh's nose.
Plus, let's not forget you did not successfully complete the job he tasked you with.
I'm gonna tell him I did.
I mean, you can tell him that.
Yeah, I scared the guy. Hopefully he doesn't snitch. That's Ezra's.
Well, you didn't succeed on your role, so...
That's Ezra's point of view.
It's fine. What could go wrong?
Yeah, look. I might be a little bit on his shit list right now, but you know, he loves me.
If no one else has a plan of what to do with Leon, I will call in the favor from Blessing the Fae to let them crash there, because Leon needs a place to stay.
I don't think we need to care. It's Leon.
I care.
Okay.
I love Leon.
Yeah,
Leon's a
people.
reoccurring character
Do
now.
We all love Leon.
All right, if no one else cares about Leon, I will call in my favorite.
It's all right,
from Blessing.
Leon. You can crash on my couch if you want, but you just owe me.
Ooh, that's good.
I sure do appreciate that, Ezra. Yeah, of course, whatever Leon can do for you, I'd be happy to in exchange for a couch to lay my head on.
Perfect. The first thing I'm going to need you to do is take a shower when you get in, okay?
I shower every day. I'm not like a dirty guy.
He's not homeless. He's just old.
But, like, it's a white leather expensive couch, and it's pretty much the only piece of furniture that I own in the living room, so...
Very good. So, Leon will owe Ezra a debt.
Question. Do I owe Leon a debt because he dragged me out of that situation?
That's a really good question. Let's talk about that really quick. Anytime you help someone out without recompense, you get to claim a debt from them that can be cashed in at a later time. Such a favor, however, has to be real and meaningful, or it isn't a debt. If you do something for someone that does little to help them or their agenda, then they don't owe you. At the same time, the Citadel has little patience for disingenuous dismissal of debts earned. Sometimes you might work out a debt in the fiction in advance. If you help someone as part of an even trade, it doesn't count as them doing them a favor. I think this ultimately worked out to be kind of an even favor between you and Leon. Leon's provided information. He's done what you've needed him to do since, like, he helped you. So I think that it sort of cancels it out. So no, Leon, you do not owe Leon a debt.
Okay.
But I think providing safe haven is like a separate thing on top of that. So he does owe Ezra a debt.
Yeah, I was expecting if I allowed him to crash at my place, he'd be indebted to me. Glad we got that cleared up.
So at some point that night, it is now... I think like after this has been like a long day. So I think it's pretty late at night. It is still the day after the birthday party. So it is Thursday, March 21st, 2024. You guys, head your separate ways, get some rest for the evening. Eventually, sun rises on Friday, March 22nd. You've got a lot of different leads, a lot of different ideas, a lot of different plans. Who is doing what?
I text Penelope to set up this meetup and see if I can just get it set up for as soon as possible.
Yeah. So Penelope sends you the contact information for this guy, Fady. You let him know that you want to meet, and he says, tonight, your place.
Fuck. I give him Ezra's address.
Oh,
I don't have a house, guys. Canonically, my character doesn't have a house, and I can't
That's
be
fair.
That's true. That's true.
Place. That's fucked up. It's a druggie. Get the hell out of here.
I was gonna be so mad at you, or Chris was gonna be so mad at you.
it's all right. Ezra doesn't even care that much.
You invited a drug dealer to my home?
Yeah, no, it would have been a whole thing.
So where are we meeting this guy?
Honestly, I'll just meet you at your place. And, we can talk it over there.
All right. Well, you know where it's at. I guess I'll go help Leon move in.
Yeah, it's meet's not till tonight. If you wanna, Leon, I'll maybe, do some patrolling.
Chris and Dale?
Figure out where Josh is. Hit up some of his regular spots.
Right, with some of the information that Ezra gave you. Very good. The two of you are working together on that?
Yes.
3 of us.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Okay.
Celeste
I
is with
think
us.
this is hitting the streets. You're hitting the streets to get what you need. So you're going to need to roll with Circle. The circle of Josh. So roll with Wild.
That is a 9 plus 2 for a 11.
Very good. So you are able to find who and what you are looking for, and they're available. No cost you have to pay. You hit up like 3 or 4 of these different, high-end clubs and casinos and like private rooms that Ezra has given you. And within a few hours, you do arrive at a Josh King's favorite buffet. One of those, like all you can eat steak and lobster buffets that are all over the Vegas Strip. And you see him in a pale pink suit, 3-piece suit, just loading up a plate of cuts of meat and fish, not a single vegetable other than like one measly baked potato on his plate as high as he can.
He's one of those guys.
Baked potato is not a vegetable.
It's the closest thing to a vegetable on his plate.
Yeah, I get it. He's Ron Swanson. How do you not use vegetables? Oh.
And you just like hear him sort of like humming and talking to himself pretty loudly in the middle of this buffet. And he's just like, one of these and one of these and 2 of those. Oh, it's Josh time.
I'd like to grab an empty plate, walk up to like sit across from Josh and just start like pulling food off of his plate and eating it.
Oh my God. Wow. Just whipping out your dick right away.
Celeste is with you guys. She is just going to follow you unless you tell her otherwise.
Yeah, I think I see this guy and I'm just like, oh fuck this guy. I think I'm boiling with rage and I just sit across from him, grab like the biggest slab of meat that looks just the best and just start eating it. Slowly cutting it up with like my knife and fork and just eating it and just being like, Josh King, pleasure to meet you.
Hey, what are you doing? Hey, wait, no. I know you. You're one of Ezra's little friends, right?
I don't think you could really call us friends, but I'm Christina Lopez. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, Chris Lopez. That's right. What are you doing here, Chris? Why you taking my steak? It's Josh's lunchtime. You're interrupting lunch. What's going on?
You see, Josh, you went ahead and fucked with my people, which puts me in this awkward position where now I kind of have to fuck with you in order to, not boil over with rage.
And Josh looks like amused. He slicks his hair back with his hands even more than it was already slicked. And he sort of reclines in his chair in the restaurant. And he's like, hey, listen, whatever I might have done, it's no harm, no foul, right? I'm just going about my business.
Well, how about you tell me what your business is and maybe we'll call bygones bygones.
No offense, Chris. I don't really see how it's any benefit to me to tell you what my business is. It's, that's need to know. And the only guy who needs to know is Josh King. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, figure him out or something.
I was about to say that. Fucking wait for your scene. Little drug addict boy. Yeah, I'd like to figure this guy out.
Sure. So if you want to figure out Josh, roll with mind.
Ooh, baby. That's an 8.
An 8. Okay, so you get to ask 2 of these questions, and they get to ask one of you as well. And we'll just run through these again one more time. Your options are: who's pulling your character's strings? What's your character's beef with blank? What's your character hoping to get from blank? What does your character worry is going to happen? How could I get your character to blank? And how could I put your character in my debt? But Josh will also get to ask one of those of you.
Well, obviously, I'm going to ask what's your character's beef with vegetables?
But
Nice.
No, so I gotta ask.
The answer is that a man of my condition, of your buddy Ezra's condition, we don't really need to do any of this. And he points at the food and the drink on his table. But, going along with it, pretending like I still do, it brings me some small amount of joy. And what are we in this life for, if not finding joy? And he looks over at Celeste and winks at her.
Oh, wow, that was actually kind of beautiful until you hit on my girlfriend. Now, back to the real questions.
That counts. That counts.
No.
Did we even establish that the rest of us are with you at this table, or are you just by yourself?
I think Celeste came up. You were not established.
Well, I wanted to say I pull Celeste away so you can have a one-on-one, like take her to the buffet real quick, but also sit close to you to listen in and keep an eye on things.
Yeah, so I think when Josh does that, when Josh winks, Celeste like is about to step forward, angry at him, and that's when Dale, you pull them aside and give at least Chris this opportunity to talk to Josh for now.
Come on, you hungry? Let's go get. Why don't we go get something to eat?
I'm not hungry, Dale, but
Come on, you need your vegetables.
But your actual 2 questions you want to ask. Nate?
How could I put your character in my debt? And what's that second question gonna be? What's your character hoping to get from the red mark?
Phrase those for me, just like how Chris would demand that information from Josh.
Role play, bitch.
Josh, you talk a big game, but at the end of the day, you and I both know your job description is daddy's bitch.
Damn.
Now, I'm not trying to bring him into all this. I just want to know what that mark is and why you put it on Celeste.
And he smirks and theatrically like crosses his heart. And as he does that, like a small amount of like fire kind of erupts and smokes before he pats it out. And he raises one hand up and he says, "The honest truth, Chris. I got no fucking idea. I didn't know that was gonna happen. But you know what?" And he looks around real quick and his neck sort of like snaps violently and his body like undulates in a way that like you know he is revealing his demonic form. Most of his skin turns like scaly red and draconic. And his eyes like flare bright orange. And these huge fangs start to pop out of his mouth. They're like tusk-like. But when he speaks, he still sounds like this, you know what I'm saying? And he raises the hand that he grabbed Celeste with. And in this form, you see that his palm is still human and fleshy. Whatever it did, it worked on me too.
Ooh.
Mm.
Oh, dang.
That's cool. I like that.
That's awesome.
That is cool.
And his transformation like retracts back into his body until he's human Josh King once again.
So you're saying you didn't do anything, you just touched her and this happened?
I just grabbed her. I thought, maybe we could have a little fun together. It was a party, you know what I'm saying? And look, I know once upon a time, Boss and Ezra after you and your little girlfriend. And I don't know what that was about, but I know it had to be for something. And I thought maybe she would know what that was about.
All right. One other thing. Josh.
He starts cutting into one of his steaks. What, Chris?
Does he put ketchup on it?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
They're well done.
There's one other thing, Josh. My friend Silas is saying you're messing with him lately, and I'm gonna need that to stop. So, what do you need from me to get that done?
Oh, okay, Chris. I I see what you're saying here. You want me to lay off you, little buddy? Sure. No problem. Consider it done. You just have to... There is one thing you can do for me. And he leans in close. And it involves your friend Ezra. You see, I've been hearing through the grapevine, so to speak, that boss has a new job for Ezra. Making sure that, I don't know, some wolf doesn't find out about something. I don't know the details. But I do know I don't fucking want Ezra to succeed at whatever boss is having him do. Boss is gonna give Ezra a new job soon. I want to make sure that he doesn't do it. You follow me?
Sounds easy enough.
You better get going then, Chris. Because, and he looks at his, like, Rolex. It's super gaudy. If I'm right, Ezra's gonna get that job any minute now.
Just lay off, Silas. And I get up and walk away.
Hey, if I hear by this time tomorrow, when I'm filling up my plate here at my favorite buffet, that, Ezra failed boss again, then yeah, sure thing. No more issues with Silas. But you gotta do this for me.
Deal.
But, hey, while you're here, just, help me, whet my curiosity. Who's pulling your strings, Chris? What's this deal with your little girlfriend really all about? Who cares so much about you and her?
The powers that be in the wizard circles thought that it'd be good to have me watch over Celeste.
The powers that be. I always thought that was a fucking pretentious name for that group of assholes.
Well, you should know a thing or two about being pretentious.
Oh, shots fired.
And Celeste storms up to the table. She, like, pulls away from Dale.
Wait, no.
She storms up to the table. She picks up Josh's glass of water, and she just splashes it all over him.
Yeah!
Still from the back.
Hey, what's the deal? And she says, that's for grabbing me at the party, you asshole. Let's get out of here, Chris.
Probably ruined his dry clean-only suit.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
God. Not since Ezra has someone made me want to shoot them in the face so badly.
Oh no, poor Ezra.
I think Azrael's got a type.
And I think I want to cut over to Ezra's place later that evening.
So yeah, I guess I call Fady or I text Fady. Yeah, so we're at Ezra's apartment, and I'm talking to Ezra about what we're gonna do when Fady gets here, I guess.
Yeah, hold on. Hey, Leon, I need you to go to the bar or something for like a couple hours. You can come back later, though. Thanks.
What are you talking about, Ezra? I'm supposed to hide out here. I can't have Moose or the Sons of Earthly Filth finding me.
All right. Go hide in the back room. Not in my room, in the office.
I could be your muscle if you're interrogating somebody.
I'll tell you what, how about this? You hide in the back, and if we need you, if we say the code word, you can come on out.
Okay, well, what's the code word gonna be?
Japanese.
I don't love that.
No, it's just a word. We're gonna be like, we're gonna say we're ordering Japanese food or something. You
fine.
know,
If I hear you say we're ordering Japanese food, and he pulls the pistol out from his waistband, I'll come in blasting.
there you
my
go.
God. No
But
blasting.
I'm a muscle. That's
no,
what the muscle's
There
supposed
you go.
to do.
No blasting.
It's me,
Yes,
Leon.
yes. No, yeah, it's totally fine. You come in blasting. When we say I'm ordering Japanese food, not him, by the way. If he says that, and the other person don't come out. If for some reason that comes up,
Okay, what should I? When should I come out if he says something? Like, what if he says a phrase? Should I come out blasting?
I'll tell you what. Actually, if he mentions the Eiffel Tower, you can come on out.
Why?
And he gives you like a focused and dedicated nod before he runs to your office and hides out.
All right. We're obviously not gonna say the code word.
Yeah, but like it's the principle. Like, why would you give him something? So you're just asking for problems.
Like, why is the guy going to be talking about Paris?
I don't know, man. Maybe he took a trip to Paris. Maybe he's always wanted to go there. I'm fucking like, come on, man. Like, this could be any number of reasons.
It's not going to come up, and it was funny. It'll be fine.
Oh my God, this is not good.
I pull one because the only thing I have hanging on my wall is a collection of swords.
Nice.
You
So
fucking
I pick-
dork.
I pick one that I pull off the wall, and I'm like, this is the one I'm using today.
Describe it.
It's like a big German greatsword.
Of course it is.
Tell me this: are either of you guys doing anything in particular to prepare for this meeting?
Do we know anything about sand?
No, you should probably try some so we know what it is.
I mean, I'm really tempted, right?
You
but
can't
I
feel
can't
anything.
get high. Yeah.
I guess Dom has to.
But wait, it'd be interesting. Maybe I could with this demon drug, though, right?
I'm not sure.
Well, okay, yeah. Somebody else try it, and if it seems good,
Make Leon try it.
then that's a good idea. We can ask
No,
he
Leon
owes you
to
a
try
debt.
it.
He owes you a
does
debt.
He
But
owes
he's
me a debt.
Leon.
I can coerce Leon into trying drugs for us.
Yeah, force someone to do drugs.
For science. For science.
That's more like it.
We just want to know what the drugs do.
For science.
But yeah, I don't want to ruin Leon's life. Like, we could have gotten like a random bystander, but like Leon, it's our guy.
Yeah, well, you're right, but we should have done that before because we don't need him to be tripping out too hard. But do we have any of the drugs? Didn't you give it away?
No, I think I still have some of the drugs. I guess, I mean, if we're grabbing Leon, like, will he even take the drugs? If we,
I mean, you're not going to know until you try.
Hey, Leon, I got a question for you. Come on out for a second.
Leon kicks open the door with his pistol drawn.
So
my
he's
God,
not here
Leon.
yet. It's
Stop.
fine. You can put the gun away.
Oh.
Hey, Leon, are you into drugs? I mean, you're from Vegas, so yes.
I've been sober for a long time, Ezra.
Oh God.
Oh, no.
Look,
He
Leon.
had to.
I know, right?
I used to do everything under the sun, but after my marriage fell apart, after Dieter left me, well, I knew I had to get clean, and I haven't touched anything since.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's kind of, we can't, like, he was already addicted to drugs. Like,
You're right. We shouldn't ruin his sobriety. That was just look, Ezra's trying to be a little bit of a better person. Sometimes, in a bad way. He's bad at it, but, you know, like, he was totally down with trying to force Leon to do drugs a second ago, which isn't great. But, like, now that Leon's just like, oh, yeah, I'm super sober after my life was destroyed by drugs, he's like, oof. Okay, we can totally find someone else in Vegas that wants to do these drugs.
You know who you could ask is Penelope, what it's like.
Yeah, totally. Weren't you hanging out with a girl who was just like high on this business all night?
Yeah, but like she was just like high, and like I wasn't like asking her questions like that.
Yeah, but we'll ask her what kind of high. Is it like, what is it? Is it like...
I mean, just like a regular, like, I don't know. I didn't want to like...
So she's probably the best at describing it.
Is there anything that you have in mind, like, immediately before the meeting that you would want to do?
Yeah, just make sure Leon's hidden. That was the main thing I was worried about.
They're just going to argue till the guy shows up.
Yeah, we absolutely should do some stuff.
I'd say to Ezra, hey, so nobody leaves without my say-so, okay? Just like when we get this started.
Yeah. Well, let's see how it goes, but sure.
And so as you guys are talking and getting like things finalized, Bobby, you get a text from an unknown number that just says here.
Yeah, cool. I go to the door. I open the door for him.
And when you open the door, you see a bald Arab man standing about like 6'8", probably like 450 pounds. Really big dude. And he just gives you a nod and just says, "You Penelope's friend?"
Yeah, I'm Bobby. You must be Fady then.
That's what they call me.
Cool. Just come in, take a seat, you know.
And he sort of has to like squeeze through the door frame to get in. Ezra, you just see this like huge guy step into the room, and he is carrying a like an aluminum attaché case with him. And he has a seat plopping down, taking up most of Ezra's white leather couch.
Ezra will pull up a cajon and sit on that.
And so he looks at you expectantly, Bobby, and he's just like, "What can I do for you?"
Yeah, so, I heard you were the guy to go to for sand.
He nods, and he says, "Yeah. How much you looking for?"
Like a normal standard amount, like a gram.
How much do you have? I actually say.
Don't worry about that. How much you want?
Like an ounce.
Ezra, you get a text on your phone that says, "It's me, Leon. I need you to come to the back room immediately."
Oh God, what did he do? Anyway, why don't you crunch those numbers for me? I'll be right back. I gotta take this. I gesture to the back room where Leon went, and I rush on over there.
Fady gives like a side eye to Ezra walking away.
Yeah, no, it's cool. We'll just we'll figure out the details here, you know.
Ezra, you go to the office. You open the door. You see Leon sitting in your office chair in there.
What do you want, Leon? This better be good.
Leon, you see, has like a dazed look on his face. And when he opens his mouth, smoke comes out of it.
Ah, God damn it. Are you kidding me? 2 jobs in a row. Slave labor, practically. God, what does he expect me to work weekends next?
Ezra, you didn't do what I wanted you to.
What are you talking about? I scared the shit out of that guy.
You scared him. You did not keep him quiet.
Well, I told him I'd kill him if he didn't keep quiet. I figured, he wanted to stay alive.
Well, I guess you have someone to kill now, don't you?
Oh, shit.
And Leon's face looks directly at you, eyes rolled back. Well, that can wait. Right now, I have a very important job for you.
Okay.
The wolf cannot learn the truth.
The truth about what?
Use your head for once, Ezra. Sand.
Okay, so what truth is it that, just where it's coming from, the distribution? You just want,
Anything.
let me see what I can do. He's a determined fucker, though.
Ezra,
Uh-huh.
do not fail.
Got it, boss.
And Leon blinks and the smoke stops coming out of his mouth. And he looks around the room confused. Oh, did I miss my cue, Ezra? Did you say something about Japanese food? He raises his pistol.
No, not yet. Oh, by the way, the safety's on. You're going to want to take that off before you start shooting.
That's ridiculous, Ezra. I never have the safety on.
No.
Oh, Leon.
Irresponsible gun ownership. Oh, Leon.
That's Leon.
Leon looks directly at the camera and shrugs. Laugh track plays.
That's Leon. Do-do-do-do-do-do.
All right, Leon. Why don't you stay here and really listen? For just remember, Japanese food, okay? But not before then, and not after then, okay? If you miss your cue, you're done.
So what do you do, Ezra?
I go out and I see what's happening with Bobby. See if he's. So where are we at? I say, pulling out my wallet.
Nice.
Yeah, and here's the thing. I don't know what drugs cost or what drugs should cost. So I'm not going to tell you an actual number. Just that whatever you guys ask for, the price Fady gives you would be exorbitant for, an equivalent amount of, I don't know, cocaine or whatever.
Well, I asked for a lot, so. Whew. Jeez, what do you want me to take out a mortgage? Stuff's not that good.
You're free to think that, man. But people on the streets, they'll tell you it is that good. Now, if you're not interested in buying, I can take my product and go.
No, we're interested, man. Just, I've actually been seeing some of this stuff winding up on my streets. So I was really pretty curious as to where the hell this stuff is coming from and why it's bringing its problems to where I live.
What do you say?
I said that why are you bringing problems to my home? We got junkies running the streets. We got dealers. And they're bringing your crap in there. All right. I don't need this shit in my streets, causing problems, bringing crime.
Fady stands up from the couch, full 6'8", 450 pounds, looking
Holy
down
shit.
at you.
He's huge.
Wow. He's a big boy.
He is a big boy. Holy God.
You got a problem with me? You got a problem with my product?
Yeah, I guess I kind of do. Just look, I figure you tell me who you're working for, and we won't have any more problems, all right?
He walks right up to you, looking down at you. A good friend of mine vouched for you. You bring me here, and you want to cause problems? Okay. Let's have some problems, little man.
All right. This. Okay, I kind of screwed this up. I wanted to try to figure someone out, but
I think we're past that.
yeah, no, I was thinking that we're pretty much past that. So, no, I think I'm just going to antagonize him and hopefully give Ezra an opportunity to strike.
Okay, how so?
I just want to get up in his face and I want to try to get him to like punch me or to to take a shot at me. You think you're big, tall? Think I'm worried? Think I'm scared of you? Come on, man. I ain't worried. Show me what you got, big boy.
Okay. I would like for you to roll with mind to mislead, distract, or trick. Just by like taunting him is how you envision this.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm trying to just give that opening for Ezra to,
Oh, no.
Okay, that is a 4.
That is a 4, which means that you do not successfully mislead, distract, or trick. Which in the mechanics of this move means that you do not create an opportunity. You do not expose a weakness or flaw. You do not confuse them for some time, and you do not avoid further entanglement. But you were successful in one thing. You did provoke him to hit you.
Nice.
As just a big, meaty fist smashes into your stomach, like not your stomach, like into your ribs. And just the wind gets knocked out of you.
Yeah, I mean, I think I like plunge right down.
That is going to be 1 level of harm.
Oof. Okay.
As you are just bludgeoned by a really strong man.
Yeah, I just buckle onto my knees like, holy shit. Oh, that's okay, that was a little better than I thought it was going to be. I kind of look around the room to see if Ezra's doing anything.
Ezra, what do you do as this happens, considering the job you have just been given?
I know what I have to do. He just can't learn about anything, right? Well, can't learn anything from a dead man.
God damn.
So,
I hate you so much.
Ezra's gonna use the devil inside.
Okay.
Okay, so I need you to roll with blood to unleash your demonic form.
11.
Ooh,
Beautiful.
God
Fuck.
damn it.
You get to pick 3 options from that move of whatever abilities, powers, bonuses you get from taking your devil form in this moment. If you're working a job for your patron, pick 1 more. I suppose you are. I'm going to be generous here in my...
I'm literally doing this specifically for him.
But also, like, I'm considering what I know about the situation.
That's true.
But I think I am fine with your interpretation of events right now. Sure, you can pick 1 more. And if you would like to mark corruption, you can mark an additional 1.
I mean, I might as well, right? You know.
Are you kidding me?
Well,
against my aunt and now against...
Yeah, I really just want that corruption level up, you know?
Fuck you. You suck.
So you were going to pick 5 abilities from the devil inside.
Okay, cool. What's +1 forward?
That means that you would get like a +1 on your next roll that would benefit from you being in your devil form.
Oh, okay, great. So yeah, obviously I'll have that. I'll take all but the weapon because I have a sword.
Very good. So you take this demonic form, flames, wings, and Bobby, as you are knocked to the ground, when you look up, you see the visage of the creature that ruined your auntie's life, standing before you, sword drawn and ready to attack. Fady starts to freak out when he sees this. He reaches down to behind him and pulls a pistol out from his waistband and starts firing wildly in Ezra's direction. Not enough to hit Ezra. Not a harm I'm inflicting on you for succeeding on this roll. But shots start firing. And then Leon bursts out of the room and says, "Did someone say something about the Eiffel Tower or Japanese food?" And he starts firing too.
God.
What is this? The opening to Pulp Fiction?
Right? Yeah, I know, right?
And we cut to Chris, and I'm assuming Dale got brought along to this, sitting in a car outside of Ezra's apartment, as Chris has come here after getting this task from Josh. And what did the two of you do when you start hearing gunfire coming from Ezra's apartment building?
Celeste, stay here.
Oh man.
And I'm she does not react like that. Come on.
Don't you dare. This is the love of my life, not fucking
a Saturday morning cartoon.
Yeah, let's rush out and fucking book it, I guess.
Guns blazing.
What are they doing?
Chris and Dale start rushing towards the direction of the sounds of gun firing. And we will pick up from here on the next episode of Escape the Dungeon. Merry Christmas! Ho, 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 ho!
Merry holidays!
And a Happy New Year!
Join us in the war on Christmas, comrade.
Thank you for listening to Escape the Dungeon. Escape the Dungeon is created by Dom Brass, Nate Brass, Zach Brass, and Mike Cripps, with editing and original music by Tyler Knittle. If you enjoyed this show, please consider subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on your favorite podcast app. To find us on social media, go to escapethedungeonpod.com.